Hi guys, Serena here. Welcome to this video review of Glycopezil. I'm really glad you found this video today because if you've been struggling with blood sugar regulation, I want you to know that I've done a deep dive into Glycopezil. And in this review, I'm going to break down absolutely everything you need to know about Glycopezil before you even think about buying it. So let's start with the problem that Glycopezil is designed to solve. If you're over 40 and you've been dealing with high fasting glucose numbers, A1C creeping up, energy roller coasters throughout the day, and that heavy, sluggish feeling after eating, then your body is sending you clear signals that something is off with how it processes glucose. And here's the thing that most people don't realize: this isn't just about sugar. When your blood sugar is out of balance, it affects your energy, your mood, your weight, your sleep, literally every aspect of how you feel throughout the day. And that's exactly the problem that Glycopezil was created to address. So, what exactly is Glycopezil? According to their official website, Glycopezil is a natural dietary supplement specifically formulated to support optimal glucose metabolism. Now, what immediately caught my attention when I started researching Glycopezil is that it doesn't take a one ingredient approach. A lot of blood sugar supplements out there just throw in some cinnamon or chromium and call it a day. Glycopezil takes a much more comprehensive approach, and I think that's what makes it different. Now, let me break down the actual ingredients inside Glycopezil because this is where it really gets interesting. The formula includes berberine, bitter melon peptides, chromium GTF, white mulberry leaf, and a proprietary glycemic support blend. And here's what matters about these ingredients. Each one of them has been studied for its role in supporting AMPK activation, which is the master metabolic switch inside your cells that controls how your body processes and stores glucose. So Glycopezil isn't just randomly throwing things together. The ingredients work synergistically, meaning they enhance each other's effects. Let me explain how Glycopezil works in your body. When you take Glycopezil daily, the active compounds begin working on AMPK activation, which is the master metabolic switch inside your cells that controls how your body processes and stores glucose. Think about it this way. Your cells have little doors called glucose transporters that let sugar in from your bloodstream. As we age, and especially with poor diet and stress, these doors start to malfunction. They don't open as efficiently, so sugar stays floating around in your blood instead of getting into your cells where it's actually needed for energy. What Glycopezil does, according to the research behind its ingredients, is help those doors work properly again. That's why users report not just better blood sugar numbers, but also more energy, because the glucose is finally getting where it needs to go. But Glycopezil doesn't stop there. The formula also addresses the inflammation connection. You see, chronic low-grade inflammation in your body can damage the very cells responsible for producing insulin and regulating blood sugar. The anti-inflammatory compounds in Glycopezil help protect these cells and create a better environment for your body to maintain optimal glucose metabolism on its own. This is what separates Glycopezil from basic blood sugar supplements that only address one piece of the puzzle. Now let's talk about what real users are saying about Glycopezil, because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. I went through dozens of testimonials and user reviews, and here's the pattern I found. Most people start noticing changes with Glycopezil within the first 2 to 3 weeks. The first thing they mention is that the energy crashes after meals start to fade. You know that feeling where you eat lunch and an hour later you can barely keep your eyes open? That's your blood sugar spiking and then crashing. Users of Glycopezil say that goes away. The next thing people commonly report is that their cravings, especially for sugary and carb-heavy foods, become much more manageable. Several users in their 50s and 60s mentioned that their lab numbers started improving at their next doctor's visit, which is really encouraging. Of course, individual results vary, and Glycopezil is not a replacement for medical advice or medication. Now, who is Glycopezil best suited for? Based on everything I've researched, Glycopezil seems to work best for adults over 40 who want natural support for their blood sugar alongside a healthy lifestyle. If you're someone who's already trying to eat better and stay active but feel like your body still needs that extra support to maintain healthy glucose levels, Glycopezil could be that missing piece. Now, I want to be very clear about something really important. If you decide to try Glycopezil, the only place to buy it is through the official website. I'm leaving that link right in the description box below this video. Do not, and I repeat, do not buy Glycopezil on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, or any other random marketplace. Here's why. Counterfeit supplements are an absolute epidemic right now. These fake products look identical to the real thing on the outside, but inside they contain who knows what. Wrong dosages, filler ingredients, sometimes even harmful substances, and you have zero recourse because there's no money back guarantee from these third-party sellers. The official Glycopezil website is the only place where you're guaranteed to receive the authentic formula, fresh stock, and their complete money back guarantee. So if you try Glycopezil and it's not right for you for any reason, you get your money back, no questions asked. So here's my final verdict on Glycopezil. After spending considerable time researching this supplement, going through the ingredients, the science behind them, and the real user experiences, I genuinely think Glycopezil is a solid option for anyone looking for natural blood sugar support. The formula is well thought out, the ingredients have research backing them, and the user reports are consistently positive. Combined with that money-back guarantee, I think it's absolutely worth trying. Pop over to the official Glycopezil website right now through the link in my description. Check it out for yourself, read the full ingredient list, see what other users are saying. You've got nothing to lose and potentially a lot to gain. Thanks for watching this Glycopezil review, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.